Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. For months now, there have been rumors suggesting Triple H is interested in bringing Brock Lesnar back to WWE. The Beast incarnate hasn't made an appearance for the company since SummerSlam 2023. However, considering he is still on the list of active superstars on the sports entertainment giant's website, the question arises, what is preventing his return? The answer, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, has to do with the company's legal team. According to the latest report, there is currently no movement regarding Brock Lesnar's potential return. Despite still being on the company's website, Triple H's ability to bring him back hinges on WWE's legal department, giving him the all-clear. Brock Lesnar's name has been a subject of interest in an ongoing controversy. The controversy in question involves the allegations brought up against Vince McMahon by former WWE employee Jano Grant. Until Lesnar's involvement, or lack thereof, in those legal proceedings is confirmed, his return to in-ring action remains highly unlikely. Safe to say, it seems any hint that Triple H will be bringing Lesnar back, especially at the Royal Rumble, is just speculation. Only time will tell what the future holds for the 10-time WWE champion. Scheduling major returns for the Royal Rumble will certainly be a priority for Triple H. However, that is not all he has on his plate. As CCO of WWE, the game is constantly working on what's next, and recently, he and the company announced a major event for 2025 following the success of Clash at the Castle in Scotland last year, and the equally successful Backlash France. WWE has decided to combine the two. Not the two PLEs, but rather two different elements from both shows. It was announced recently that on 31 August 2025, the Paris La Défense Arena in France will play host to Clash in Paris. It is sure to be an incredible event, and one that will have the Parisians in the WWE universe excited. Hopefully they bring the same energy they did to Backlash France last year. Brock Lesnar is, without a doubt, one of the most recognizable and polarizing figures in modern professional wrestling. His sheer physicality, athleticism, and history in both WWE and UFC have earned him a place as one of the greatest combat sports figures in history. As of 2025, however, Brock Lesnar's status within WWE is up for debate. He has occasionally appeared for special high-profile matches, but his relationship with the company is one that raises questions regarding why he isn't a more consistent, regular presence. With Triple H now in charge of WWE's creative direction, many fans and insiders have begun to wonder, what's stopping Triple H from bringing Brock Lesnar back to WWE on a full-time basis? This question is layered and nuanced, with several potential factors playing a part. The current state of Brock Lesnar's WWE status. Before diving into the potential deterrents, it's important to understand Lesnar's current relationship with WWE. While Lesnar has had significant storylines in recent years, such as his battles with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and others, he has never fully returned to being a consistent, year-round performer. Instead, Lesnar has often been positioned as a special attraction due to his limited appearances and larger-than-life persona. His sporadic appearances have made him a special commodity, which is valuable from both a storytelling and business perspective. However, as we look toward the future of WWE with Triple H at the helm, the question remains, will Lesnar's presence be required or desired to maintain the brand's appeal? Or is there something within the dynamics of their relationship that makes a full-time return improbable? 1. Lesnar's contractual status and financial demands. One of the most straightforward factors preventing Brock Lesnar from returning as a full-time performer is the financial aspect. Lesnar's contract has traditionally been structured around big money, limited appearances. This arrangement benefits both parties. WWE can keep Lesnar's value high by limiting his exposure, while Lesnar is compensated handsomely for his select appearances, reducing the wear and tear on his body and ensuring his marketability. However, if Triple H were to push for a full-time return, it's unlikely Lesnar would accept a standard contract. Lesnar's deal would have to be negotiated at a high price, likely involving an amount that exceeds what most regular full-time WWE superstars earn. With Triple H focusing on long-term sustainability and the rise of younger talent, the idea of bringing Lesnar back for an extended period may not align with the company's financial strategy. There is also the potential for Lesnar to demand greater creative control over his character and storylines, which could add another layer of complexity to negotiations. 2. The availability of top-tier talent. Another important consideration in the potential return of Brock Lesnar is the evolving talent roster in WWE. Under Triple H creative leadership, there has been a noticeable shift towards developing younger stars and pushing existing talent into more prominent roles. Superstars like Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and others have stepped up as top-tier performers, filling the void left by the absence of legends like John Cena and The Undertaker. With such a deep and talented roster, Triple H may feel that the company no longer needs to rely on Brock Lesnar to elevate their pay-per-views or big events. If WWE is looking to focus on establishing long-term stars who can carry the brand into the future, there may be less of a push for Lesnar to return. The emphasis on developing internal talent, rather than relying on a high-profile outsider, might be the direction Triple H wishes to pursue. Additionally, many fans are now used to seeing talent like Roman Reigns dominate the main event scene. Reigns' role as the Tribal Chief has become central to WWE's storytelling, and the company may feel that Lesnar no longer fits into that narrative in a meaningful way. While Lesnar and Reigns have had their share of memorable bouts, the continued dominance of Reigns could mean less room for a storyline that involves Lesnar in the same way it did in the past. 3. Lesnar's relationship with WWE management. Brock Lesnar's relationship with WWE has had its ups and downs, particularly under the management of Vince McMahon. While it's no secret that Lesnar has a strong relationship with McMahon, there have been instances where the two have had disagreements regarding creative direction and booking. WWE under Vince McMahon leaned heavily on Lesnar as a marquee name, often using him for high-stakes matches that were designed to draw huge attention. However, Lesnar's part-time status and reluctance to work an extended schedule meant that his involvement was often seen as a temporary boost to a dwindling product. Triple H's creative vision for WWE is notably different from McMahon's. While McMahon often worked with part-time talent as a way of driving revenue, Triple H is more inclined to build a sustainable in-house product. This shift in creative direction may not align with Lesnar's own interests or WWE's business strategy under Triple H, if the two do not see eye to eye on how Lesnar's character should be utilized or what storylines would best serve the company. That could lead to difficulties in securing a long-term commitment from the Beast incarnate. Moreover, it's worth noting that Lesnar has always been a somewhat solitary figure in the wrestling world. He has historically maintained a degree of separation from the broader locker room culture, preferring to work in isolation and limit his interactions with other wrestlers. This can be both a benefit and a challenge. If Triple H's vision of WWE is one that emphasizes camaraderie, locker room unity, and more collaborative storytelling, Lesnar's approach might feel out of place. 4. Brock Lesnar's age and physicality. Brock Lesnar is no longer in his physical prime. While still an incredible athlete and one of the most dominant forces in WWE history, Lesnar is now in his late 40s. His age and the wear and tear on his body over the years are inevitable factors that cannot be ignored. While Lesnar's appearance in big matches can still be exciting for fans, the question arises as to how much longer he can maintain the level of intensity required for the kind of matches that made him famous in the first place. As a part-time performer, Lesnar can manage his physical limitations by spacing out his appearances and opting for a less demanding schedule. If he were to return full-time, it's possible that his body would no longer be able to withstand the grueling nature of the road schedule that WWE requires. WWE's long-term strategy may thus not include Lesnar as a frequent performer, particularly if Triple H is aiming for a more consistent and sustainable brand of wrestling. 5. the perceived need for big names versus organic growth. One of the driving forces behind Lesnar's success in WWE has been his status as a massive star who brings attention to the product. However, Triple H's creative philosophy may no longer place as much emphasis on the need for big-name attractions to drive WWE's success. Under Triple H's leadership, WWE has been increasingly focused on cultivating homegrown talent and developing their in-ring abilities and character work. While Lesnar may still be a big draw for pay-per-view events, his presence on a regular basis could conflict with the company's desire to create a sustainable ecosystem of talent. Moreover, Triple H's philosophy on talent has emphasized the importance of storytelling and organic growth. Superstars like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor have thrived under this system. Bringing back Lesnar could potentially detract from the momentum these homegrown stars have built, causing some fans to view Lesnar as an over-reliance on outside names rather than an internal progression of the brand. 6. The risk of overexposing Lesnar. The more Brock Lesnar appears in WWE, the less special he becomes. When Lesnar was originally booked as a rare attraction, it felt like every match he had carried weight. Whether it was his iconic matches with The Undertaker, John Cena, or Roman Reigns, Lesnar's limited appearances made each one feel monumental. However, if Lesnar were to appear more frequently, it might run the risk of diminishing his mystique and impact. Triple H's approach to storytelling is grounded in balancing peaks and valleys. By keeping stars like Lesnar at arm's length, Triple H can maintain the character's aura of dominance and mystique. Bringing Lesnar back full-time could potentially diminish this, as his inevitable losses and bookings might start to feel routine and predictable, which would hurt his overall legacy. Conclusion: the road ahead for Lesnar and WWE. While the idea of Brock Lesnar returning to WWE on a full-time basis remains enticing for many fans, there are numerous factors that might deter Triple H from making that decision. Lesnar's financial demands, the shift in WWE's focus towards homegrown talent, the physicality of his body, and the potential for diminishing his star power all play significant roles in why a long-term return is unlikely. Moreover, WWE's focus on creating a sustainable future under Triple H's leadership could prioritize elevating younger stars over relying on part-time legends. For Lesnar, the most likely future remains one where he continues to appear in select, high-profile events, ensuring that his status as a marquee name is maintained without the risk of overexposure. In the end, while Brock Lesnar will always have a place in WWE history, the company's current direction under Triple H may suggest that his role in WWE's future is best kept to moments of special significance rather than regular appearances. The Beast Incarnate's return to WWE, therefore, may be more about finding the right moments for his impactful presence rather than a long-term commitment to the daily grind of a full-time schedule. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.